hey guys, podcast. Just a heads up, no podcast on Monday because no Riot on Monday.
Nope, we are off on Monday.
So,
did we mention Monday?
Monday.
Monday. Yay!
So here's a couple things for you to be aware of. In the podcast today, we talk about my trip to the grocery store, which sounds super lame when you say it like that.
But when you hear the details, there's more to it.
A bunch of talk of Cokes, Diet Cokes, and fruit flavorings. Wondering whether you really do want to know what your dog says. Let's see. Today I'm doing an Obadiah Plays, and
you can help. Well, by that point,
man,
I'm sure you'll decide.
You'll be cutting it close, but if you hurry, you might be able to get in and vote on what's going to happen. But as of right now, it's going to either be Stardew Valley or Death Road to Canada.
You can go to Radio U on our Facebook page or Radio U on Twitter and vote for the poll there.
The good news is whatever doesn't happen today will happen next week. So
probably.
Yeah, it does. Yeah, highly unlikely that it won't. Broccoli yogurt, meteors in the pyramids, bambulances, and wing buffets.
It's perfect.
You guys are in for a real treat.
It's a good show today.
So you guys enjoy the podcast and hopefully an extra long weekend.
Have a wonderful, wonderful day.
It's the Riot.
The worst of the Riot has no expiration date. It's born spoiled. It's the Riot on Radio U.
You know, I've had an opportunity this year to be a part of some weather events. You know, a hurricane hit Florida back in September. I was there the lead up to the hurricane. And it's true that it was nearly impossible to get bottled water at that point. That's not an exaggeration. It's real. I went to Walmart on a Thursday night. They expected, was it Thursday? I think it was Thursday night. They expected the hurricane to hit like Saturday night into Sunday. So there I am at Walmart, and it's
Facebook live streaming.
I did. I Facebook Lived it. You can go back and see that in the archives. It was crazy busy.
It was something.
It was crazy busy. It really was. But I want you to know that there was while it was very busy, there was still an odd sense of calm that permeated everything. People were not like climbing over each other. Like walking through the parking lot was not. I don't remember it being like an insane proposition. Maybe I should go back and watch my own live video. The one thing I remember is that there was no water, no bread. Like there were just staples you just absolutely couldn't get your hands on.
Well, now you're lying. There was one bread.
That's right. There was onion bread.
It was onion bread left, and he hates onions.
So there was no bread for me, you know. So I went around and bought like peanut butter and crackers and like, I don't know, just trying to find some stuff in case I got stuck in the hurricane. Well, I didn't get stuck in the hurricane, so it was, in fact, a gorgeous, sunny Saturday afternoon, and I boarded one of the last flights out, and I got home. But there is a winter storm potentially going to be hitting my house this weekend. Looks like I'm going to get maybe as much as 2 to 3 inches of snow. And last night, I needed a little something at the grocery store.
Oh, yeah, I saw postings. Why'd you do that?
I didn't give it. I'm not kidding when I say this. I didn't even think about it. I went to the movies yesterday afternoon, and on my way home, I was like, oh, bro, I'm out of bread because I eat toast a couple times a week. And I was like, I don't have any bread. I'm going to stop and get some, so I'll have bread for toast. What was I thinking? I will tell you that what I experienced last night, in my mind, was worse than what I experienced during that hurricane lead up because the parking lot was some kind of battle royal. I got into the store, and it looked like locusts had descended on the place. There was little to nothing. People were sprinting around the store, like yelling, carts everywhere. And I was just like, guys, you'll be able to come to the store the day at, like, it's not that big of a deal. No.
People still panic.
In, like, real, genuine sense of panic in the store. I'm just like, it is 65 degrees outside, guys. 65 degrees. You're going to get 3 inches of snow from a cold front. Come on. Nope. You couldn't reason with people, Nikki.
Did you get anything, though?
Oh, I got a loaf of bread.
Okay, outside onion bread?
Mm-hmm. No, I don't know. It's like... It is true that what I normally buy was gone.
You got a heartier wheat.
I did. I ended up with
normal lighter wheat.
Double fiber is what it was called, and I was just like, whatever.
It's like no one wants anything of that.
Just give me the bread. It'll be fine. In fact, I'm gonna say, everybody, you're gonna be all right.
But don't tell them that when it's going on, like with getting the food. Then it just gets people amped up even more.
He's just saying that he's trying to steal our Twinkies. He wants our Twinkies.
Nikki put up with Obadiah day after day? It's easy. We pay her. Radio U.
Nikki and I have often on this show tried to spread a message of peace through food. For example, you can't hold a gun if you're holding a cheeseburger.
Your hands are full.
We've also said that about donuts. You can't hold a knife if you're holding a donut.
Well, not just your hands are full, but your heart's full as well. And your stomach. And when your stomach's full, you don't feel very motivated.
Take a couple of bites and you're like, you know what? I don't even know what we were fighting about. I don't see what the big deal is. But, the thing that we've never really looked at is the fact that some food could be weaponized. Like, for example, a glass jar of Doritos nacho cheese dip.
That could be dangerous.
So my thought is, you can't hurt somebody if you're holding a jar of cheese dip. And that's because, to me, if I'm holding a jar of cheese dip, I'm sitting on the couch and the cheese dip is in my left hand and then the bag of actual Doritos is in my right hand.
Yeah, but what if someone pulls, if you watch a movie or a TV show and they're at the bar and they're going to get in a fight and they smash the glass so that it's half there and you can stab somebody with it? What if they do that with a cheese dip?
That is kind of what happened over the weekend, Nikki. There was a guy in Las Vegas, and he's 50, and his adult daughter, so let's be clear, I don't know how old she was, she's at least over the age of 18. She says that her dad attacked her.
With the cheese sauce?
With a glass jar of Doritos nacho cheese dip. She says he slammed me on the left side of the face with this jar. He says that she was trying to steal his Doritos cheese dip.
All right,
and so
I don't understand.
He was protecting
his property.
Yeah, what is that, the stand your ground law? Doesn't that apply to Doritos cheese dip?
Maybe not. Maybe you can't go after this guy for it.
Yeah. So, you know what I mean? He's currently awaiting charges on domestic bodily harm, which, again, I don't want to take away from the, what this girl faced. She got 40 stitches. It's
that's
bad.
bad.
It's bad. But I just feel like this is something that, as a Riot host and you as a Riot friend, you guys need to go ahead and remember that, hey, maybe food isn't always going to fix it. Or maybe we should put our cheese dip in more accessible jars.
Plastic.
I don't know.
It should be. Well, also you would hope that, your dad wouldn't do that.
Well,
that you wouldn't be arguing in such a way and he wouldn't hit you with that.
I mean, if he had just hit her with the bag of Doritos, it would have communicated the same thing, but without, the pain and agony.
I think, that's bad. Oh, that's a lot of stitches. That's a lot.
The other thing is, and I know it's tough because it's you go to the store and they're all out of Doritos and you got the last bag because people are being I get it, but in general, there's not a Doritos shortage. So next time, just go ahead, share the bag, get up and get another bag. You can just go right over to the store or maybe Amazon Prime Now. Do they have that in Las Vegas? Have them bring you some more Doritos. We don't need to use food for violence. Food is for inviting. Food is for sharing. Fellowship.
Yes.
Not hitting.
Starting your day with the worst of the Riot is a great idea because it's guaranteed to get better from here. It's the Riot on Radio U.
All right, so last year, Nikki, I basically gave up soda. I have been known to have a clear soda here and there.
Every so often, medicinal.
And I do go through, for the most part, it's been all good. It was a rough journey, but it has been good. I'm more awake. I not so blood sugar crash. I don't know. I just used to crash out a lot and all this stuff, and I don't do that as much now. But every once in a while, I find myself going, oh my gosh, I would die. I would love to have
a soda.
Not
a clear one?
No, just I want to go all the way back. Give me all the way back. And the people at Diet Coke know that. Did you see Diet Coke's zesty new flavors in cans?
I did.
Skinnier cans for a skinnier you and a skinnier year.
That's what you want to drink.
Because apparently skinny's better. Thanks a lot, guys.
They said they were kind of going after the sparkling water market, which I guess does well.
Sure it does. For reasons that are people trying to avoid soda.
Yeah, but you feel like you're drinking less, you're being healthier, you're making smarter choices. It's got a fruit in it. So What else?
And a lot of sparkling water is just as full of aspartame as your Diet Coke. So you want to, check that out. But Diet Coke has new flavors. Ginger lime, twisted mango, zesty blood orange, feisty cherry. So
they went all out with the names.
We can't have cherry Diet Coke anymore. It's feisty cherry Diet Coke. And it's available, as I said, there's the original and those other 4. So a total of 5 Diet Coke flavors in a tall silver can.
I guess we'll have to try those.
Have you ever looked at something and felt like, oh, now that the can is skinny, I'll take the skinny can?
Meaning, well, normally you don't like the smaller cans.
No,
they used to have
still,
the short cans.
It's still a 12-ounce can. So you're still getting your full 12 ounces because you wouldn't want to cut back, would you?
It's just a taller version of it?
It's taller. So
an energy drink can?
It looks like an energy drink can, and it may give you energy, but it is not an energy drink. It's one of 5 flavors of Diet Coke that will be available, they say, mid-January, nationwide. So you might find it places this weekend, but it's supposed to roll out everywhere sometime middle to end of next week.
Gotcha.
If you're a Diet Coke person.
Sometimes when they put more fruit flavors in it, it's the same way with sparkling water. Like, I want it, but I really want the fruit flavor. When I get down to it, I just want the juice.
Yeah.
Like, I don't want, they don't put enough in it to make it worth it.
Well, I'll tell you, I love cherry diet things.
What type of cherry?
Well, that's why I was going to say, and when they say feisty cherry, I say,
that's you. That is totally you.
Let's wrestle a little bit there, feisty. Let's go. How about some
we'll see
wordplay?
What happens with the new Diet Coke cans.
I want to bring you to my lips and drink of you.
So are we going to do a taste test with those or no? Is that too much?
Nikki. I don't know if I should even allow that.
The Riot sees gas station hot dogs as part of a balanced breakfast.
Is that bad?
Well, not good.
It's The Riot on Radio U.
Here's another one, Nikki. Peach Coca-Cola coming to Japan. You're in for that?
I will take that.
Apparently, Coca-Cola Peach.
Japan has been chosen as the first country to partake in Coca-Cola Peach.
By what? An international coalition? They came together, and after much, discussion,
Olympics of soda.
Maybe we'll go ahead and let them have it.
But basically, it seems like peach Coca-Cola might be released in other countries as well, but they're going to try it first.
We can only pray and hope.
Yes, they said that Japan was chosen because of their long-standing love of peaches. So you'll be able to soon try the world's first peach Coca-Cola for a limited time soon.
What's your stance on peach?
I love peach. I'd actually really like to try that.
Okay, I'd be in for that. I don't really...
Can I do that on a freestyle machine? They don't normally have peach, do they?
I think they do.
Do they? Then we could maybe do this on our own.
I think you can get peach-flavored stuff in a freestyle machine.
Do you have your app still, or did you delete that?
I burnt that bridge, Nikki.
Did you? You don't have your freestyle? Does anybody have a freestyle app? Can you pop that open and see is peach a flavor?
Well, here, if only there was a large resource where we could poke around.
I could just search online, but I thought, I want to know for sure, and if you have the app, then it's just easier.
Flavor at Coke Freestyle. Let's see if it says anything. 100 choices. All right.
And...
hang on. I'm working on it.
While you're looking,
I'm on their website right now.
If you're going to be in Japan, the peach Coca-Cola will be from this month till March, and it's on January 22nd that it releases this month.
All right, okay, let's just go in for straight up. Okay, it's weird. Now, why can't you just choose Coke? You can choose Diet Coke.
That's why I just wanted someone who had the app.
All drinks, Coke, cherry vanilla, lemon, lime, orange, raspberry, vanilla. No peach.
No peach? No
peach, Nikki. You're out.
All right. Well, no, wait. Someone just texted and said peach is a flavor.
Well, I'll tell you what. According to their website, it's not.
Maybe it's regional.
Is it a rogue flavor?
Is it something like that?
All right. Let's see if it shows up. Oh, wait. Okay. Here's where it gets shady. You can get peach in Sprite. You can get peach in Mellow Yellow,
but
you can't get it to add peach
to Coke.
Oh,
that's a shame.
And
that's
they do that. They have limitations where there are certain flavors, which it makes sense. They're trying to protect their brand, and so they don't want you to come and have a bad brand experience at their freestyle machine. So
whereas
there are certain
Sprite's like whatever.
Well, but Sprite's already a lemon lime citrus drink, Nikki, so it would make sense for you to add a peach flavor to that.
Just texted and said they like peach Mellow yellow. That's a good flavor. But Coca-Cola Peach, maybe it'll come to other countries. But for now, Japan, that starts on the 22nd and goes until March.
Well, Nikki, it's only in moderation, but I do allow myself a clear soda from time to time. So if we wanted to, say, stop by a freestyle machine for a Sprite Zero Peach,
you'd be up for that?
I would give it a try, but I'd end up going with grape or cherry for my long-term drink.
Sure.
But short-term, I might be willing to give it a whirl.
But I'm still bummed. I really wish I could try the Coca-Cola Peach.
Yeah. They don't want you to have it, Nikki. That's what they said. They had that meeting, and they were like, you know what? Not for Nikki, no.
Oh, why not?
We're going to put all the good Kit Kats and all the good peach sodas over here in Japan.
Where I can't get to them.
Let's keep them out of her reach, okay?
Want to know what the Riot is doing right now? Follow them on Instagram and Twitter at riot.radiou.com. It's the worst of the Riot on Radio U.
You know, Nikki, I think that, and I'm not kidding about this, I think you and I might be suffering a sleep problem right now. Because I can't.
We couldn't get back to our normally scheduled sleep pattern from the holidays.
Boom. And you know what? I've got an article about it right here. Dr. Carmel Harrington. That's her name, Carmel.
Carmel.
Yeah. She says that we could be suffering social jet lag.
Social jet lag?
Social jet lag is when, over the holidays, you adjust your sleep schedule to social stuff.
And then you don't want
to
go back from. It's like if you stop having carbs and then suddenly after like a month or so you have it again and you can never go back
go back to not having them.
Yeah, to what like you had been doing perfectly fine before.
Yep.
Well, like the freedom on the other side.
That may be where we are right now because you and I are having social jet lag.
But I feel like I'm getting closer to being back on my normal sleep schedule, but I'm still so tired.
I don't know. This week, I hate to be Captain Whiny, but like it has only gotten worse. And I will tell you, I have taken, not this lady's suggestions per se, but I've been doing a lot trying to get myself to get more sleep. So I have been shutting my tablet off, shutting my phone off. Well, not shutting off, but like putting it in the bathroom on a charger and not next to my bed and only reading my Kindle for like 45 minutes up to when I'm going to go to bed.
I mean, aside from like a glass of warm milk, what are we supposed to do?
I'm doing it all. And like I got last night, 7 hours of sleep.
Yeah.
Night before, 8.
That should be
8
plenty.
hours. 8 hours of sleep. Do you know what I should be doing right now? I should be picking things up over my head and throwing them.
I don't know
I have so much energy.
Why you would be feeling tired then? That's way more than enough use to normally get.
Maybe I have social jet lag, just like Dr. Carmel says. Think that's what it is? Think I've got social jet lag? Is
Could be.
Okay. So I'd like to tell you, Nikki and I are going to be out on Monday. So I'd like to tell you, like, oh, yeah, like we'll come back Tuesday feeling amazing.
Nope.
It's going to be worse.
Guess who's messing themselves up on Sunday night? Oh, yeah. I'm staying up late.
Nikki,
I'm ruining it all.
I know what you mean, but don't go around telling people you're going to get super.
Sounds bad.
I'm going to get super messed up on Sunday night.
It just means I'm going to binge watch a show or something. That's all that means. That's as dangerous as I'm getting.
That's what I heard Nikki's doing, so whatever.
That is cool. One of those out of context things. Oops.
Wish the worst of the Riot would never end?
Everything that has a beginning has an end.
What is wrong with you? Get our daily podcast through iTunes, Google Play, or the Radio U app.
Okay, Nikki. According to Professor Kon Slobjakov from Northern Arizona University, they're saying that within 10 years, they believe they will have developed a device that will enable us to translate a dog's barks into English.
Now, I know that you can find online like little collars that are like, oh, here you can learn what your dog is telling you, and it'll say, oh, you want water, or you want food and stuff. But,
okay, pause. Just to let you know, you seem to mention those collars as if everyone knows they exist, and I've never heard of them in my life.
You've never seen anything like that? It's kind of more like you just know it's probably not working. But they feel like different tones of a bark probably must mean something.
Okay.
So they have to just figure out the formula of what level a bark might be and what it might be wanting you to get it.
Okay. So, Nikki, I
would love my dog to talk to me. I would love it.
Would you?
I would.
What if
Nice things only.
Well, okay, and here we go. This is my question. Right now, we just assume because we put all of these warm, wonderful
fuzzy
feelings
emotions,
on our dog.
Sure.
Like, what if we really did begin to understand them? And what if they were telling us things we didn't want to hear?
And do I want another voice like coming at me all day?
This will be one more thing in your life that is telling you what to do.
But you can turn it off. I mean, it's not like it's going to actually speak. It needs to use a device to be able to convey that. So you'll just be able to turn it off and have it, and you're keeping it quiet.
Well, you're not going all the way with it, Nikki, because now what are the ethical implications?
I know.
Because now that suddenly there's someone who didn't have a voice that now has a voice.
And I'm keeping it quiet. I'm shutting it up.
You are taking that voice away from them. What does that make you?
I don't know. Like, what if the batteries run out accidentally on the collar?
What if they would? So again, like
I would really like, because when I look, especially my dog Rolo, he's so floppy and fun, and he just comes over. He's so excited to see you. Like when you come home, and at night he's all just like, hey, he's so cute. I would love to hear what he's saying.
Well, what if what you don't understand is like, you come home and he's so happy to see you. At least you think he's happy. What he's really saying is like, existence is pain.
What?
There is nothing.
He's not like that. I don't think my dog is.
You don't think he is?
I don't know,
but
though.
suddenly it's translated to, like, all of that barking and stuff is like, where will I go when I die?
And
what is the point in all of this?
He hits me with all those questions every day. Where
I hate what you put in my bowl.
I think he's just saying, I'm so glad you're home.
Free me from this prison.
Okay, well, maybe we don't need the barking translator.
I'm not saying that that's what your dog is saying. But
there's a chance.
What if it was? And what if you suddenly realized that your dog has a litany of complaints? For all you know, your dog is doing nothing but complaining at you. You're going to turn it on, and then when you turn it off, I'll tell you what, it'll have changed the relationship. For sure. Just like finding out, how much money a friend makes, or finally telling somebody how you really feel about them. It changes the relationship.
True.
Are you willing to take the risk?
I don't know. Okay, well, you're doing a Twitter poll for your what game to play today for Obadiah Place. When the time comes, I'll just do a poll of some sorts.
Yeah, do you really want to know what your dog is saying? And I don't think you do, because you only want to know what they're saying if it's good.
If it's good and cute.
So if it's anything else, you're not interested in it. So.
I don't want to have to learn how to ignore you can learn how to ignore the barking, but you're going to ignore it just talking to you.
I'm preoccupied with thoughts of dying. I think I'm depressed.
I don't think dogs are
wired
that way.
Take me to a psychiatrist, please.
Dogs are not wired that way, I don't think.
Existence is nothing but a series of mirrors. Where is substance?
That's us.
That's what you think. But for all you know...
Can you stop ruining everything?
Oh, well, I'll tell you what. I can think of a caller I'd like to turn off right now.
It's the worst of the riot, because calling it the best of the riot would be a lie. Radio U.
Now, here's something that would make a lot more sense if dogs were talking and were making product suggestions, and maybe we're in control of various companies and organizations. This is something, you didn't even think about that. Dogs can talk, and all of a sudden the job market's flooded with dogs that want to get independent and find their own jobs.
They want to be consultants?
They do.
They're just talking through the collar.
All right. Well, there's a Japanese restaurant called Tenka Tiramisu. And maybe I'm butchering it, but we're just going to call them.
Sounds a lot like tiramisu, so I don't know.
Let's call them Tenka. So Tenka, this Japanese takeout chain, is now serving a particular kind of fried chicken that they say tastes like the bottom of a girl's foot.
I think it'd be better if they just said, like, anybody's feet.
No, Nikki.
But they specify
the bottom of a girl's foot.
Because sometimes they make the weird things. Well, and it's in conjunction, I think, with a idol group or something.
It is. Japanese idol group.
A girl idol group?
Yes. That's a group of Japanese girls. And it's never a group of like three.
It's
Japanese
like
idol groups are like 20 girls.
And these are all, they wear masks and stuff, so it's like a secret group. So
you don't know who it is?
They have this partnership. You
just have to determine which foot tastes like which.
Basically, what's making it smell or taste like that would be natto, which is fermented soybeans, which they use in other things. It's not anything
They say
weird.
in certain parts of Japan, that's like a breakfast staple.
Yeah, you would have it with rice. It's like a sticky, sort of smelly thing.
And they say that's where the flavor is coming from, but they're calling it like foot chicken, basically. Like come in and eat chicken that tastes like the bottom of a girl's foot. And again, if you told me that Nikki's dog had been promoted to, chief creative officer of this chain of chicken restaurants, it would make a lot of sense because he's like, if a dog told you there's nothing quite like licking the bottom of a girl's foot, you'd be like, it's weird, but you're a dog. So,
but not
okay.
for a company.
But when a company is like, haven't you ever just wanted to, put your mouth all over that girl's foot? Well, we've got chicken that tastes just, hang on.
And in Japan, that is actually more normal than here.
Don't.
And I'm not normalizing it, but I will say it's more normal for you to see it in can you imagine KFC doing that? We'd have a real big problem. But there, the companies do that sort of stuff.
I'm tired of us acting like our culture is the most important or the best culture and judging other cultures.
No, it's judging. It's just in case you're like, how do they do that?
I'm opening a girl foot chicken restaurant. And to be clear, we're not selling chicken feet. I'm selling chicken that tastes like the bottom of a girl's foot.
Thanks to the natto of fermented soybeans.
And there are so many jokes I'm not making right now.
Thanks for holding back. Thanks for holding back. Just give them the details, all right? This is just the details.
Those are the details.
So if you're interested in, and they have other flavors, many other flavors.
Oh, last summer they have one that was a girl's sweat taste. So,
It's offered for about $3.60 if you want that. And there's different branches around Japan.
Great. Perfect. Though I will tell you, like chicken for lunch for $3, but I don't want something fermented on it. And you're not going to sell it to me like this tastes like somebody's foot. I got news for you. Ugly people, attractive people, whatever, feet they're not going to taste good.
No one wants that.
They don't taste good. No. But I'll tell you what, a good chicken wing. Let's start talking.
Waking up with the Riot makes your nightmares not seem so bad. Actually, you might want to just go back to sleep. Radio U.
Do we have an update on Obadiah Plays on Friday? Last Friday,
let's take a look.
Obi was doing American Truck
Simulator.
American
Truck Simulator.
That was amazing to have a chance to watch him play that game, which is up through our YouTube channel at Radio U Riot or both of our Facebook pages, Radio U or Radio U Riot, if you make sure to follow us there. So today he's doing another game, and you've got a chance to help him pick Stardew Valley or Death Road to Canada.
So right now on Facebook, Death Road to Canada is ahead by 1. And then if I was slide over here and take a look at
the Twitter poll, how's that one going?
Now I got to type it in. Twitter.
Let me just look for you? Or?
You could, but you know what? I'm sure my Google Chrome skills will beat you. Winning! I'm doing great!
You're doing well. Okay, Death Road to Canada's winning. 57% to 43% over Stardew Valley.
Man, it's never going to happen. I'm going to be playing Death Road to Canada this afternoon. I'm sure of it. So look for that somewhere between 2 and 3 o'clock Eastern, and you can find that Facebook.com/RadioU, and, we'll tweet it out, put it all over the place. But if you want to join me, I try to pay attention to the comments. I'm wondering if I'll get trolled this week like I did last week.
He got couched last week.
Man, that was serious. So the whole idea is they come in asking about a couch, and you can Google it if you want to get the whole history of where this came from. Like, it really started with, I guess there are like women that run like their own private CVS where they're kind of doing auctions on Facebook or wherever on live streams. And people would come and ask for couches. So they say if you really want them to go away, all you have to do is put a shoe on your head, sit there for a second while they are able to grab a screen capture.
Because they all congregate on groups, and so they'll get to their group and post pictures that the person did it, and then they move on to the next live stream.
So we'll see if that ends up happening.
It's ridiculous.
I know. But see, here's my thing. It's like, now every time you stream,
are you afraid of it?
Do you have does that have to happen every time, or like what?
I don't know.
Was it just was it a random occurrence that I got at that time?
I think it was random, but I remember if you text me or something, I'll come on too and watch your I'll watch your comments.
Forums.
Yeah, because everybody mostly was nice, just annoying.
No,
but then there were some people that were nasty.
I only had a couple of people that were saying explicit lyrics.
To other people as well.
To other people. And at that point, it's like, all right, I have to ban people.
And then you're not paying attention to the game, and it ruins everything.
Yeah, let's not do that. But hey, feel free to stop by and vote in the poll, though. As I said, I got a feeling it's definitely going to end up being Death Road to Canada this afternoon. And you can watch me fail at it because I really don't know how to play it yet. But it's supposed to be simple. Simple, a minute to learn and a lifetime to master, I'm sure.
Isn't that a minute on the lips and a lifetime on the hips or something?
That too. Sure. Maybe I'll have some snacks then. Good call.
Recycling paper is like planting a tree. Recycling the riot is like burning down the rainforest.
We ain't gonna be in no fire, not today.
It's the worst of the riot on Radio U.
Sometimes things are gross and it's obvious right away. Like about half an hour ago or so, we were talking about a Japanese restaurant that serves chicken that they say is flavored like the bottom of a girl's foot.
See, that falls under that category.
That's just like, hey, pass me the bucket. Then there are other things that I feel like are subtle problems, subtly gross, that if you allow it over time, it's even more insidious than girl foot chicken. Right? Because that's something you just dismiss it out of hand. But this feels like something you'd go to somebody's house and open the fridge and be like, oh, I'm hungry. I'll take some yogurt. What does this taste like? Oh, my gosh!
What is this?
Why do you have broccoli-flavored yogurt?
Is that what it is?
It's real.
Oh, I don't know.
Broccoli yogurt.
Maybe it's something to where, and there are a couple of cases like this, you can make it to where the yogurt masks the broccoli.
Okay.
Or does it really taste like broccoli?
I don't know. They say broccoli yogurt. You're supposed to take the yogurt and put it in.
It's like when you put avocado in the brownie mix, or like we mentioned, people put spinach and stuff.
The frowny mix.
Yeah, the frownies. That's what they're called. But if you make a smoothie, brownies. They're like, oh, you can put all this stuff in that usually
never even taste
that usually tastes gross if you add this one thing that covers it all.
Okay.
Like a banana.
Maybe you can. Maybe we'll put a banana broccoli yogurt.
I just ate cherry yogurt. See, that's a good flavor.
That sounds nice.
Especially with its cherry on the bottom. Can you imagine broccoli on the bottom?
Oh, no, I like to dig in the bottom and mix it up. So I get a little bite of broccoli and every bit of yogurt.
Is it, which company is it?
I don't know. They might even be telling you to make it at home. I'm just seeing here that this university is just like, hey, this is a great cancer fighter, this broccoli yogurt that we've mixed up. So have broccoli yogurt.
Try it.
I mean, real talk, if if you need it for that, great, let's have some broccoli yogurt. But I'll just tell you that the idea of, I go to the store and they're just like, okay, there's strawberry and vanilla, and we got a cherry and a blueberry and a broccoli. I'll tell you which one's going to end up on the clearance rack every single time.
They're always 10 for 10. You can buy them that way. I don't want any of those.
These are 10 broccoli yogurts for $1.
Yeah.
Now, these other ones are 10 for $10.
I had mint chocolate chip yogurt for the first time the other day.
Okay, that's ice cream.
It wasn't, though. It wasn't very good. It did not fit yogurt. For yogurt, I guess I stick with the traditional flavors or not the dessert ones, and I felt like that was a bit off.
I love yogurt, man. Even when people are like, oh, you won't like this yogurt, I'm always like, yeah, I like it.
It's fine.
It's good.
We did a 5K race last year, and we had this yogurt company come out and pass out samples, and so they gave us boxes of this yogurt.
That was
One
good
was
stuff.
a lavender vanilla, and it was really, really good. Do you remember when we looked at the calorie count?
But yeah, it was crazy though.
It was full milk, full stuff. It was 300 and something calories for this tiny little yogurt thing, but it tasted so good.
It was shockingly delicious.
I had eaten 5, and then I remember looking, I was like, I wonder what, because I usually have Greek yogurt. I'm like, oh, that's 100 calories a thing and pretty normal.
Ain't no thing.
Yeah, and I was like, oh, we've had enough, but let's just take a little peek-see. And then I looked, and I dropped the box. I was like, no!
You take it. Get it out of here.
Get it out of me. Get it out. So I guess for broccoli yogurt, maybe try it.
Dude, no. You know what I tried? Trying to make broccoli taste better. I put it in my air fryer.
Huh?
It was delicious.
Yeah.
And then for reasons I'm not sure about, I burped broccoli for almost an entire day following.
That's the air.
And so you have to, I couldn't figure out if there was something wrong with the broccoli or if there was something like when I cooked it that way, it was no good. But ever since then, when I look at broccoli, I'm like, oh, I think I'll pass. I don't think I want that.
Well, now you can't. You're missing out on some health benefits if you combine broccoli and yogurt.
So it says, you guys go ahead. I'm not endorsing it. You do the research through the Google.
Worst of the riot, not enough? Not enough? Check the blog and all things Riot at riot.radiou.com.
I mentioned, though, the thing that I haven't played games all week. I haven't had a chance. Man, I haven't played since Sunday.
Wow. What is going on?
It's Friday.
Is that because it's been work week? We had to work this week.
And I'm fixing ovens. What am I doing?
That's not like a thing. Like, he actually had to fix an oven.
It's not a virtual reality game where you fix an oven. I had to actually fix an oven. Oh, gosh. But check this article right here, okay? I've been playing Assassin's Creed, and I was playing the other day, and I was wandering through the something plateau, and then this meteorite hit the ground, and I solved this puzzle, and I got this gear and all this stuff, and I didn't give it any more thought. But hello. Archaeologists, and I feel like they're making it up, but here's what they say, have found a huge void inside the Great Pyramid of Giza. And what they think may be in there is that there might be a meteorite in there that they've
crashed
built
in, or they store it in there.
Mm-hmm. They think that maybe it was used to create a throne for the pharaoh because they'll need it in the next life.
Sure.
So they believe that
a meteor might be in one of the pyramids.
Oh yeah. I still say all we need to do is start at the top and take them apart, and we'll find all the secrets.
Well, I think they're trying to not take it apart. I mean, most of the stuff's been taken out probably a long time ago.
Probably, maybe, but we don't know.
But I don't think you want to destroy it just to double check. To make sure everything's gone.
You know what? Okay, this brings me back to my Loch Ness Monster thing. Drain the lake! Done!
Take down the pyramid?
Is there a monster in there? Drain the lake! Done! You'll figure it out real fast!
But then you've destroyed the environment just to find this one thing out.
You get a really big aquarium.
And
put it
all
next
in
to
there?
the lake. You put the majority of the water in there, and then you get a net that you have ready. And so if you find old Nessie, then you take her and put her in the lake thing, or him. You know what? Why does it have to be a him or her?
I was going to say something about that. That was rude.
You find Zim, and then you put them in the tank thing, and then you have to decide, do we want to put all this water back in there?
Then it looks like that old Onion article with the killer whales and the Ziploc baggies next to the tank that people fall for. Then it looks like we had to put all the stuff there in these baggies.
Well, look, you do this.
With water in it.
Okay. You know what? I hate to bring it all together, but I took that oven apart this week, and I had to put it back together. And the thing I did when I started, several times throughout the process, I took photos. All right. So we go to the Great Pyramid in Giza, and we start taking it apart. But one of the guys there keeps taking pictures.
So we know how to walk back through it.
And then once we've taken it all apart and we found all the crap, then we're like, okay, guys, you got to put everything back where you found it. So then we just rebuild the pyramids. No problem.
I wasn't planning on that, and since you have Obadiah Place later today, and we have a holiday weekend. Well, just in case, sometimes we say we, and I don't want to.
I was playing the part of a foreman on the job site. I didn't mean like you and I were going to do it. Because I already know. I had a hard time putting that oven back together. I'm never getting that pyramid back together.
He gets so mad, and then I can't lift it, and I want you to do something, and you won't do it, and then we get mad at each other.
So that's why we're going to send in a team of experts that know how to take pyramids apart and put them back together.
Deep core.
The world's best deep core driller.
Bring him in.
Henry Stamper is going to fix this. Thank you, Nikki.
You're welcome.
Thank you.
Send your complaints regarding that worst of the riot moment to Fire Obadiah at radiou.com.
Hey, Nikki, listen.
What? I need an ambulance. Is that the song?
I took the worst of the blow. Send me every day.
That is an older song from Isley, which we were.
It's on their album, The Valley.
About. By the way, beautiful singing with it. It's like
ambulance.
I don't like to be made fun of or laughed at.
What?
don't like it.
What do you mean?
I feel like you've had a few cases of that today.
Oh.
So maybe we don't start the weekend.
What are you talking about?
Like that?
Well, here, everybody, just listen to this lo-fi copy through my microphone. Don't you guys want to hear it? Isn't this the best?
Best morning show ever.
I love it when they sing songs I don't know.
Mm-hmm. And
perfect.
I can't even really hear it. It's just in the background.
Can't hear it. But I will tell you, this is giving you a realistic picture of what it's like to be, hang out with me. Music you can't hear, low quality, being made fun of.
Yeah, it's a normal day.
Nobody's getting it. It's fine. I feel good about it. So, hey, you know what I was going to throw out is, speaking of hanging out with me and having to listen to me talking blah, 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 I used my MoviePass again yesterday. And you know what? This is going great.
Good.
It's going great.
I was afraid you just didn't seem to jump into it. Like there wasn't as many. I thought you'd go day after day after day.
Well, you know what?
You get one movie a day.
You get one movie a day. I thought I would use it more than I have, but I do think in the coming weeks, I've looked and there are several movies that I probably wouldn't go to see if I didn't have it.
Yeah.
But man, it feels like magic. And that's the part I keep reminding myself. I'm like, I saw a free movie. And it's like, no, you didn't see a free movie. You paid $10 for this card.
No, but you could say if once a month, you could say you didn't. But for everybody, all the other movies, you could say you saw a free one.
Well, so like, for example, last night, the movie that I went to cost $8.75. So I need to at least see one more before I've really taken advantage of it. Yeah. But $8.75 because the theater I go to, it's not a participating theater. So you tell it the movie you want to see, and then it puts money on your card, and then you use the card to buy the ticket to whatever the heck it is that you want to go see.
And it pays it off.
And it goes ahead, and you have 30 minutes to use the card. But it's felt like a scam. I still feel like I'm getting away with something when I go in there and use it, where I'm like, wait, I don't want him to see I'm using this.
As much as I would like a MoviePass card, I want a popcorn pass card because that's where the real money is.
Wouldn't it be better to just invest in a popper?
Bring your popper in?
A popcorn pop? No. You just sit it. If all you're there for is the popcorn.
No, I want movie theater popcorn. And I don't care if the box says that. It doesn't taste like movie theater popcorn. I know they bring it in bags and it's like 8 days old. So it must be the butter that I really like. But I want movie theater popcorn.
Like, I'm not screwing around with you right now.
I have a popper.
Oh, no. We could get you a movie theater style popper. Here's one for $165.
I don't want those. No, I want.
You want someone else to make it?
I want to be at the theater. I like the atmosphere with it.
Okay.
I want to go back and get more and feel like, hey, but it's like $20 for the little bucket.
What is it with girls and wanting snacks at the theater? I'm just like, I was talking to a female friend yesterday, and I was like, yeah, I'm going to go to the movies. It's at like 3:30 or whatever, so I'm going to grab a snack before I go in there, which I did. I got something to eat before I went to the theater. And she's like, well, just get food at the theater. I'm like, look, you're going to blow the whole profit margin, like savings. I bought this movie pass so I could save money, not so I could go to the theater once a week and be broke.
But see, I only want popcorn. You usually get other food.
Yeah, but you got to have something to wash that popcorn down with.
Well, that's why you buy the little thing where it's like
deal.
The 2 drinks and the popcorn.
You're like, it was only $14, and I got this small drink and a thimble of popcorn.
You've eaten so much popcorn, though, that you're sick the rest of the day.
It's perfect. Who wouldn't want to do that?
So the movie theater I go to, they can't get their Diet Dr. Pepper thing to work for their life, and so I always get it, and then I have to go in the middle of the movie and dump it out because it's not mixed right, and then get a Diet Pepsi.
Oh well, tell you what, right now they could pay me to take their Diet Pepsi, and I'd still throw it in their face.
I just want to take the lid off and throw it on the floor and be like, "This is what I think of your Diet Dr. Pepper."
When you don't get it right, you got a mess to clean up. This is the mess that was in my mouth.
That was it. I would never do that. It's carpet. It's fine.
No, it's not carpet over where you fill up the drink. That's tile.
In the theaters.
Well, that's what I'm saying, is pour it out on the tile. Just stand there and look at the concession stand. You're making eye contact with the guy, and you're just pouring it out.
One whole year this hasn't worked. Could you fix it? No, it's fine. It upsets me.
How much... Let me tell you what, I will, the next time we go, I will buy you a Diet Dr. Pepper as long as you promise me that if it's not right.
I throw it out, I spill it out.
That you go,
toss it.
And here are all the stipulations in place. You have to stand there, make eye contact with someone at the concession stand, and dump out a full cup.
I was there at 8:30 the other day for a very early movie in the morning with someone, and I was like, oh, I wonder what this theater's like so early, because normally I'm there at like 10 or 11 at night, and it's so dirty by then.
Oh, okay.
And I looked, I was like, it's still dirty. Still the same way.
You know what? I went yesterday afternoon, Thursday, 3:30.
Clean?
Man, not only was it clean, the bathrooms were clean, and there were a total of 5 people in my movie, if you count me. Dude, that's when you should go. I know, you're like, Friday night, 11 o'clock, I'm here to party. Dude, Thursday afternoon, you'll go in like you own the place.
Like it's your theater.
The Riot spent their entire advertising and promotion budget on catering and craft services.
The junk that guy eats has finally caught up with you.
So please tell your friends. It's The Riot on Radio U.
So the Radio U team, crew, whatever, is going to a buffet for lunch today. Now, I'm not going to mention any names, but we went to this buffet before Christmas, and I was able to feel like I was still having the buffet 3 to 4 days after.
That's when you know you're spending your money wisely, it stays with you.
Yeah, and so I'm wondering today, do I risk it? Obviously, I've got to go. We're celebrating Josh's birthday, so I've got to go celebrate Josh and the person he is and the contributions he makes to Radio U and to the world,
with
and
wings.
Et cetera. I wasn't supposed to say. You weren't supposed to say what buffet it was.
You've already said it.
I didn't say
a few
it.
days ago. You must
it.
have already.
All right, sure. It's my fault. So this buffet that we're going to, where there may be chicken wings.
Sure. Perhaps.
So what do I do, Nikki? Should I grab my own lunch and bring it in? Or do I just say, you know what? Let's do this.
I have a night. Well, we have Monday off, so if worst comes to worst,
that's 3 days of suffering at home.
You'll be home. Okay, in other countries, I don't know if it's necessarily here, but like if someone goes out drinking, they'll, like in Japan, you maybe drink a little pre-drink of like a healthy thing. No, like a healthy thing, so then you don't feel the effects as much. Maybe with eating, you should have something before you eat to then make sure that you digest the food well.
And what would that be?
Is it like pink stuff or
some
like
Pepto?
Something?
What if it was what if I had a what do they call it?
It's not Alka-Seltzer, but kimchi?
No, not that. It's absolutely not that.
Fermented what?
It's you buy
probiotics.
No, that, but like
yogurt.
But it's the drink everybody drinks. It's like a tea.
Kombucha.
That's it, kombucha. I'll get myself a kombucha drink to maybe preload the digestive system.
Get ready to go. It knows everybody's coming in soon, so it makes it okay.
Do you think it would really help?
Actually, I don't think it would be a bad idea.
So I'll get like a bottle of kombucha. I'll drink like half of it on the way, and then when we get done eating, I'll eat it.
Unless kombucha upsets your stomach, I was thinking more you might still stick with like what's the little Tums or something.
Oh, but see, I think that would make it worse. You're going to lower your stomach acid, and then you're going to load it down with food. It wasn't, well, we don't want to get into all the details.
I don't want to know any of the details.
But
we were keeping away from those
I'll just
details.
say that I laid on the couch and was like, why did I do this?
Why am I still here?
Why am I still here?
When it gets really bad.
I thought I would have died by now.
When my tummy hurts, I lay on my tummy because then it makes it feel better.
Does it?
Yeah. You just lay on your stomach because then it's like, I'll teach you. It's like... Fine.
You hurt me, I hurt you.
We're fine. You're not going to hurt now. Okay. But I think you should do something to prepare.
Ooh, this is a great one.
For lunch.
All right, let's say that there's a food you love, but you always feel like it makes you sick. What do you do to get ready?
It's like someone who's lactose intolerant, but I always meet people and you're like, yeah, cheese for days because you don't care. You just take the pill.
Well, this is not like that because I don't even know.
What if you try a lactose intolerant pill?
Here's what I think. I think there is a spice that they use,
probably
that makes me sick, but I don't know which one it is. I can confirm that their bourbon chicken not good for me.
For you,
right? So
I'll just try something.
All right, it's great. So what we're saying is, let's roll this dice again. Let's go.
But this time you're prepared. Okay, and you're going to have something before you go. You should, even if you sip on your Sprite before you go.
I don't have any Sprite.
In the fridge, you did.
You're telling me you know if I have Sprite and I don't know if I have Sprite?
I looked to see if it was someone else's. I was like, maybe I'll just drink it, but it's yours.
Thanks for listening to the Worst of the Riot podcast.
Oh, no!
I missed it. Do it again.
You can hear us live every day on the Radio U network through the Radio U app or at riot.radiou.com.
Get outside. That's your bathroom. Get out there in the freezing cold and go to the bathroom